I'm Icebarton Films, and here's what's coming up tonight on Prime. The Community Map project launches. We'll discuss the future of the project and what we plan to add. A community clan meeting turns violent. And the UNR Network helps sponsor a new documentary series. We'll bring on the director to find out more. All of that and more is next on UNR Prime. Thank you for joining us here on UNR Prime, your source for news regarding the UNR, Halo, and the clan community. I'm UNR Media Director Icebarton Films. Our first story tonight, the UNR's Community Map project has been completed and is now published on unrcentral.com. Many new clans have been added to the map as we are still accepting applications that would like to be submitted. The UNR is currently looking into additional features including coalition support, a community news function, and wargame exercises. Now, as the Master Chief Collection is still having connection issues almost 7 months after the game's release date, the game's reputation has spread throughout the Xbox community and will now have a major impact on those considering joining the Halo clan community. As Halo 5 is just on the horizon, the UNR will be delaying the majority of its messaging program until Halo 5 has launched, as to bring in as many new players into the community as possible. In other news, Rockstar has announced that the video editor for Grand Theft Auto 5, previously exclusive to PC, will be making its way onto Xbox One and PlayStation 4. These added features will provide a substantial benefit to Grand Theft Auto 5 clans and expand the community greatly. The ability to create a more advanced news series, recruitment videos, and more media will help the game feel more authentic and reach a larger audience. The editor is expected to release sometime this summer. A peace summit was turned into a combat zone as multiple clans opened fire on the Special Forces during a meeting hosted by Ricky Lane and Orta. The coalition includes members from the UPR, USR, Plague, UAF, FN, and several others who prefer to remain undisclosed. The SF is spearheading a coalition known as the Clan Community Defense Initiative, and are currently engaging the attacking coalition on multiple fronts. The leader of Plague has claimed that the threats of several members from the Special Forces to lag him offline, along with many other claims of spying and bullying, are justification for this war. Currently, the score is now 0-0, with a dispute over the result of a raid currently being negotiated. Coming up next on UNR Prime, the UNR Network is sponsoring a new documentary series. We'll bring on the director to give you all the information you need to know. We'll be right back. Welcome back to UNR Prime. I'm UNR Media Director Icebarton Films. The UNR Network has recently uploaded the first episode in its new debate series, Community Tonight. We're currently in the process of producing the next episode, and we would like for you to vote on what topic you would like to see and who you'd want to be in it. To do this, we'd greatly appreciate if you could post in the comments on this video if you'd like to see a debate on whether Grand Theft Auto 5 or Halo is a better platform to support clans, a debate on why clans should or shouldn't stay on Halo Reach, or a debate on whether or not the new community or the old community was better. Please put your answer in the comments of this video along with who you'd like to see on the show. And finally tonight, on to the new documentary series being sponsored by the UNR Network. I had a chance to speak with Vinali, otherwise known as Panther, about his new documentary. Welcome, Panther. Thanks for coming on.
No problem.
So what is this documentary about?
The documentary is about myself and the Panthers and how the community was changed because of myself and the operations we conducted.
And what are the Panthers?
The Panthers were elite special forces that target high-value targets or HVTs, and using clandestine resources to complete missions. Panthers were only publicized as assassins, but this documentary will reveal the reality. Panthers aim to be honorable in the field of espionage by using dishonorable tactics to complete missions. We wanted to do the right thing, even if that meant damaging ourselves.
So what can viewers look forward to from this documentary?
Viewers can expect factual information from credible sources or obtained evidence. Anyone who knows myself understands I try my personal best to present as much evidence as I possibly can. The documentary also contains a small side story which is to represent the Panthers in their prime. However, no enemy group we have faced was as elaborate or intelligent as displayed in the story. It's more of a fantasy enemy I wish I had encountered.
So who can we expect to see featured in the documentary?
Well, I'm talking to former enemies, clan members, and allies. General JB and Shadow Sniper will be making an appearance. I am currently in the process of reaching out to former associates to broaden the scope of detail.
What is the side story that was teased in your third trailer, Black Site?
The details on this is that we brought the viable Halo to a Delta tower and released information to him to make it public. He gets abducted by another agency that plans on falsifying the information to frame Third Echelon.
And when can we expect to see the second part of your documentary?
Part 2 is currently being created and will take time. Since I am writing, editing, filming, and interviewing all aspects of this documentary, it will be a while. I want this to be as accurate as possible.
Is there anything the community can do to help?
Yes, if you have had experiences with myself or Third Echelon that's relevant to the community, please contact me. As I have said, I want this to be as accurate as possible and I could use other relative perspectives.
And for the last question to you, what do you see yourself doing for Halo 5?
Well, I'm currently working with the United Nations Republic on a number of projects, specifically the United Nations Republic Officer Candidate School, or OCS. Since this documentary is my resignation to all field work, my aspirations are to help create the best officers in the UNR. I've been in the UNR for a long time and can confidently state that there is no clan in the community that compares to the UNR.
Well, thanks again for coming on, Panther. That concludes this edition of UNR Prime. Subscribe to stay up to date on all of our new media projects and show your support for this series by liking this video as well. I'm UNR Media Director, Spartan Films, and from all of us here at the UNR Network, have a great night.